What, with a bit of butter? Do you think it's weird asking for butter with a bit of bacon?
Butter?
Butter?
You have butter with bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Deb's just made me sound like I was asking, like, being really dramatic asking for that.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this show. Now, the big debate is not the election or anything like that, but it is, do you have butter with your bacon sandwich? Can I have it after we film it because I don't want it showing me teeth?
Well, that's exactly the... Yeah.
I've got no gaps in these teeth.
You can't... You won't get any... You won't
Honestly,
get any stuck in yours.
someone called me Steinway last night. Fucking had enough of it. Right. Roll the titles.
Did you ever suck your thumb?
No.
No. Did you have a dummy?
Suck the odd toe now.
Oh, no, you were talking about feet earlier.
I love her toes.
No, it's gross.
What is?
I think feet are horrible.
My feet are horrible. They honestly look like tombstones that have been, had a nuclear explosion near them. Honestly, I've got horrible. I chopped one toe off and had to sew that back on. Now it's all gone on the wonk like that. It's like a fucking claw. It's all fungusy and my fucking toenails.
For God's
Honestly,
sake.
in bare feet, I can climb up a fucking tree just with me feet. If I had a tail, I'd be a monkey.
You're painting a beautiful picture.
No, I'm not. I'm awful. You've seen E.T. lying in the water drowning. That's me. I don't know what she sees in me at all. She loves me.
So, feet.
Fucking railing.
Who... Because there are some people that have like a weird feet fetish.
I do. Only
Do
with certain
you?
people. I like Natasha's feet. Other girls I've been with feet.
I just think they're gross. I just...
She's got great feet.
Has she?
Do you know what she wore last night? Them sort of secretary high heels. You know them ones?
Yes, I know what you mean. I wondered where we were going.
What?
It's okay. We've gone with shoes, and that's okay.
Yeah.
What, just walking around the house?
No, we were out last night.
Oh, good.
I went to a Masonic do last night. And I did a
Can
speech on...
Can you take...
Well, there was one of the bosses, the Metropolitan Grand Inspector was there, the big poo bar, and they wanted me to speak.
Oh, yeah?
And the food was fucking horrible. That's why I'm starving. Yeah. Are you going to have a bacon sandwich?
Well, you see, I really want it, but then I'll get food in my teeth.
You will?
But then Debbie wouldn't hold off making it.
See-
Thank you, Beauty.
You don't have to eat it now. I'll swap between them.
I've got a...
Well, what I think... So, this is really hard eating. Listen,
Is yours toasted?
yeah.
How come mine's not?
Little spot.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to edit while we eat this and come back. It's the magic of television. Fucking look, it's stuck everywhere. I'll be doing that now. It's like having oral sex in the 70s. You're like that forever afterwards in the pub, aren't you? In the 70s. They used to have nice Jack and Danny's in the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, and then in the 80s they had a landing strip, didn't they? Gingerbreads are awful, like fish fingers. And then in the 2000s, bald. 2024, cock. That's made her choke.
You, before we even started filming, you went, what did you say you were going to discuss? Baldy Jacks.
Baldy Jack. Baldy Jacks. Be a great name for a pub, wouldn't it?
It's a great name for a pub. Would
Yeah.
you only be
Jack
allowed in?
being the Jack and Danny.
I realised that,
Hello,
Jim,
welcome
thank
to
you.
Baldy Jacks. We'll see if we can cram as many of you in as possible. What about the other one? There was, long ago, there was an old pirate called Foisty Jack. I used to make me laugh. Hey, Vera, what's up with your Jack? Nothing's up with it. What? There's another expression that Shep started, wasn't it? Because there's various rivers on the Isle of Wight. He said, what you doing Monday? I said, I'm taking the Tasha up the Yar. That's where it all come from. And he said, oh, last week I took Vanessa up the Bewley. Yes, I'm going to take her up the Simmons later as well. So what did you think of the Channel 5 show on Sunday? What was it, on Friday night, yeah?
Friday night. I think it was brilliant. think you came across really well. Do you not? I don't know, you're putting a face.
Well, it was just when I'd left, I was going through the divorce. I was still at home with, wasn't it funny? Michelle, and so I was living in the separate bedroom. And
It was a weird time of your life when it was filmed, wasn't it?
She was back and forward across the river in the canoe and over the bridge to Plumpton. And I didn't quite know what I was doing. I was rattling around in that house, and I just met Natasha.
Yeah,
and when I was filming, you know, with the bit where, did you see it? The bit I was sitting on the chair, on the armchair with the blinds behind me. That's in the house. And that was our first date. She turned up to meet me because we overrun with the filming. She sat there and watched it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know it was around that time. Because we
seemed
filmed
a bit
it
sad
back
towards the end, a bit sad. And I would love to have put an epilogue in it and said, look, you know, Jim's engaged. Oh, did I say that? That Jim is betrothed. What's that mean? Besotted. Yeah. And so, you know, the bit where in Celebrity Big Brother and Michelle and my daughter come through the clock and she was all emotional and that, and I kept my eye on Tasha there and I thought, ooh. But I wouldn't like that if it was me. She went, don't be stupid. That was then.
Tasha's not stupid. She knows you've got a past.
I know, she's harder than me. But
Jim.
I wouldn't fucking like it if I'd see, you know...
They can't do a bloody life story of Jim Davidson and miss out 21 years, can they? Yeah. You know, ultimately, it was...
They missed out a couple of wives altogether, thank
They did miss out a couple of... Else it would have been about 7 hours as a documentary. But I think overall...
I think it went on too long. I got bored.
Oh, I didn't.
Didn't you?
Did you, Deb?
That's because you was in it.
I'm only in it a tiny bit, and I... Oh, thank God. I was really nervous, thinking, but I'm only in it, 20 seconds?
There were bits of it that I think could have been addressed properly. It was left a bit open. And
like
so,
what?
they like to go to the headlines, don't they? You know, and the headline was Jim Davidson refuses to go on because of the handicapped people in the row. Well, the truth of that is slightly different to the way they reported. Yeah.
Did you see, so obviously the Iranian president was killed in that helicopter crash, right?
Oh, who started this ridiculous rumour? That someone said he was killed by a Mossad agent called Eli Copter.
Did you?
I fucking believed it, people.
Did you see the BBC headline after he died? He leaves a mixed legacy. A mixed legacy. Now, hear me out.
He's the butcher.
Hear me out. This man has caused misery to millions and millions of people.
Killed more men than Cecil B. DeMille.
Thousands of women, killed thousands of political dissidents. He's evil, barbaric. There are no... How can they possibly... This is the same BBC who refused to call Hamas terrorists, say he's leaving behind a mixed legacy. I was surprised they weren't wearing sort of black armbands. And then you've got the UN Security Council bloody doing a minute's silence for him. What?
Well, he was a leader of a country.
Oh, come on, Jim. He was
I was a bit sad when Hitler went. Well,
it's the same. It's the same. I mean, people did say, oh, Hitler left behind him, Hitler left a mixed legacy. On one hand,
he did design the Volkswagen Beetle bonnet. Back to Jack and Danny's again.
But he loved dogs. And you go, no. I just think the BBC...
They're terrible.
You're a disgrace. Like I say, I was surprised they weren't wearing black armbands. But then, another thing that's just, getting my goat. Norway, Ireland, Spain are now saying we recognise Palestine as a state. So all that shows you is, so they have a bunch of terrorists that go into Israel, rape, torture, murder, innocent civilians, kids, and we go, yeah, terrorism works then. Because now we're going to recognise you as a state. You're a disgrace. Ireland, Norway, Spain, you're a disgrace. There are so many people in this country that could work, should be at work, and I don't think we should give them an incentive to not work. And I think Labour will be even worse than we currently are because they have this sort of... They think the state should
They'll punish the people who work.
Exactly.
To pay the people that don't want to work.
This is how it happens.
Well, let's see if there's more people work and realise that and vote Conservative, or the people that don't... Jeff summed this up. I paid bloody £600,000 tax 2 years ago, and he said I get one vote for that. And there's a woman, the man and woman down in St. Just, they got 14 kids. They're on benefits. They live in 2 council houses bolted together, and his vote cancels mine. There you go.
There you go.
Well, anyway, let's just see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the this weeks. It's very, very busy time at the moment. So I'll be doing this week again where I'll be...
Why is it busy? What have you been up to outside of work?
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing?
What?
What?
Nothing?
Go on. What? Anything happening in your life?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Nothing happening in your life?
Like what?
I don't know, I don't know. Like,
What?
is your girlfriend walking around like this?
What? With her? What? She got a bad back?
She got...
Something on her finger?
Yeah.
A bogey? Right, I'll see you all on Tuesday. Say goodbye.
Bye!